Ooh. Some kind of weird bug was in my hair. And then it's, oh, it's up there on that light. I was just...
What's that? What's that? Is that your toy?
Okay, we'll save these for later.
You know what I was wondering?
Huh.
If you could put into ChatGPT, can you give me a meal plan?
Probably. That involves
Focus
Sour
on-
Patch Kids or no?
Vegetables. Give me it with meat 3 days a week.
Meat 3 days. We're gonna get healthy, friends. Not we're going to go find healthy friends, but we are going to get healthier.
We'll see.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
and
Board gamey things.
exactly. We're here to do a pumped up pre-order.
Didn't see that coming, did
Didn't
you?
see that one coming, did you? Nope, we like to keep you on your toes. Today's video is all about Freelancers, a Crossroad game from Plaid Hat Games, who kindly sponsored this video. So thank you to Plaid Hat Games.
Indeed.
Indeed. So as per usual, we are going to go into an overview about this game, and then we are going to jump into a little bit of a discussion.
Dungeons and exactly one dragon.
Exactly one. If there's 2 dragons, I send them back. In Freelancers, players belong to a party of freelancing adventurers embarking on epic quests together. No job is too small and no monster too big. Because, well, you're broke. During these adventures, players will level up their character and seek personal glory by acquiring titles that reflect their virtuous, or naughty, deeds in hopes of having their names carved on the infamous pipes of the hub. Only the most legendary of freelancers gain this honor, and you aim to be among them. Freelancers condenses the fantasy RPG campaign experience into a single night of fun and mayhem. Create a character, roll funky dice, and blaze your way through multiple stories set in a world of magic, monsters, and murder. Better yet, no game master is required, as a magical companion app does all the storytelling for you. And we're back. What a great overview that was. Oh look, the game jumped up there.
Crazy.
Craziness. Okay, so Freelancers is kind of like a spiritual successor to Forgotten Waters.
Indubitably.
It does have a different designer. However, the designers of Forgotten Waters did support the design of this one as well.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes. So for anybody that doesn't know, Crossroads is a type of system that is frequently used in Plaid Hat Games.
Mhm.
It was used in Forgotten Waters. It was used in a...
Dead of Winter?
I almost said a Walk to Remember, which is not the same thing.
Not a board game
It
by
was
Plaid Hat.
used in Dead of Winter. And basically what it is it's a list of options that you and the rest of the people that you're playing with discuss and choose to help you play the game and tell the story.
Yeah, I think the Crossroads system in particular helps with AP. That can come in with like making decisions and people wanting to do certain things. It kind of like limits the scope of what you're able to do, adds a timer, and you're like, gotta pick something you need to do.
For sure. Freelancers is an RPG / board game hybrid. It is a bit of a way to kind of bridge the gap between RPG and board game. If you are new to RPG, and if you're a board game player, this could be a good one to try. If you're new to board games, but you've played RPG, this could be a good one to try too. And it comes with 5 different campaigns. Each of those campaigns can be played in 90 minutes, and it is a full campaign. So basically how it works is everybody's going to choose one of the 9 players, characters, and there's different things. There's an elf, a goblin, a mouser, a barbarian, not a barbarian, it's a hairdresser / barbarian, and a few other different types of characters. There's like a troll, and then you're going to choose kind of like an occupation. So
or like a job or something.
Yeah, so you can be like, oh, you could be a warrior. You could be a bard. You could be like these different kinds of classes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the barbarian is one of the jobs. You could be a clam digger. You could be a divorcee.
Jamie was a mouser clam digger.
I was a mouser clam digger. And Jeff was a goblin bard.
I was a goblin bard.
Or were you an imp bard?
Goblin.
Jeff was a goblin bard. So we played through an entire...
Because, I mean... Bard.
Jeff loves bards.
Best class.
Better than a clam digger? I don't think so. We played through an entire campaign of this. So basically how it works is you choose your character, you choose their occupation. You are acting as a group of freelancers and you are just going from job to job trying to make a little money. Cash money.
Make a little coin.
Just make a little coin.
A little coin for the Witcher.
Exactly. And you are working together to do that. It's a minimum 3 players. It's 3 to 7 players. Mm-hmm. What's interesting about this, though, is you are kind of building your story as you go along. So you start the game by actually completing a list of words. Think of Mad Libs. Yeah. It'll be like, name one of the other characters. Name a type of thing that people lose frequently, like keys or something like that.
Favorite food.
Favorite food. So you're completing all of these different things, and as you level up throughout the game, it's giving you more and more stories that you're putting your words from your Mad Libs in that you read out to the group, and it's hilarious, basically. It's just a funny story that you're
It's a very
writing.
Silly twist on things in a very good way.
So you start the game by reading through your opening story. Who is Whiskers McNugget? That was my character. Whiskers McNugget, the Mouser clam digger, who had a vendetta against clams because clams killed his father. Unacceptable clam behavior. But that's kind of what it's like. And everybody gets this kind of funny story that develops throughout the game. And as you level up, you get to different points in your story. You get to different endings of your story. So there's character development that happens throughout the campaign. You are moving through a map and you're making decisions as a group about which locations you go to. It'll branch off, and some of the locations will give you a story that it reads and decisions for certain members of the group, might give you some treasure, etc. And some of the locations open up an entire activity selection, which is where the Crossroads system comes in. This game does have an app. It is required. The app is required, and it will read the story to you.
I think the best way to think of it for those RPG folks is the app acts as your DM.
Yes,
basically.
Exactly. So it's going to read the story to you. It's going to do all the voices of all the characters, things like that. And then as a group, you have, I think it's 45 seconds to decide which action from the page you choose. Some of the actions that are listed, only one person can do, some multiple people can do, and some at least one person must do.
A requirement for the little scenario that you're doing,
Exactly. And then on the side of the options, it'll explain how you fulfill that option when you actually go through the action phase. So some of the things are going to require you to do skills checks, and you are building up your skills as you go throughout the campaign. And you're going to be rolling dice, and you're going to be getting more dice that you can roll, and you're always going for kind of a certain number. So if you get between 1 and 15, this is what you resolve. If you get 15 plus, this is what you resolve, etc., etc., etc.
Higher the number, the better the outcome probably will be for you.
Yes. And as you upgrade your skills, that's also where you're going to gain some coins. It's also where you're going to gain some stars, which help you level up to develop your character.
Yep.
But that's essentially what you're doing. You are playing out this story, making decisions. The story is going to change up based on the decisions that the group makes. It is going to be different based on the characters that you choose, the occupations that you choose. You're also going to be going throughout the game gaining followers who are going to come along with you, and then they're going to be doing different things. You're going to be gaining some treasure and some trinkets that are also going to do different things. So even though there's 5 campaigns within the game, you can play the same campaign over and over, different characters, different decisions, different items and artifacts that you're going to find, and it will be different. Like the shell of the story will be the same, but the outcome could be very different.
Yeah, and I mean, as you alluded to, the map allows you to go in different directions. And once you commit to certain directions, it locks other parts that you can't go to any longer. And so there's definitely some stuff to explore.
Exactly.
Interesting thing with the application is that it really helps with the immersion of the game, that you really feel in RPG-esque type situations that you might play with like a dungeon master or game master, whatever you want to call it.
Full transparency, we have only played an early version of the app, so only a fraction of the story that we were doing was narrated. So you can narrate it yourself. If you have somebody in the group, you could just turn the sound off. If you want to read it yourself, all of the story will be written there. Because I know some people do really enjoy being a DM or a GM or whatever the correct letters are.
It just depends.
So you can do that as well.
The other thing too is the app, you basically just jump into the game. You can put this game out on the table and start playing immediately.
It will walk you through it. Yeah, that's one thing. So the rule book, right on front of the rule book, it will literally say, stop. If you don't want to read this, you don't have to. The app will teach you how to play. So another kind of easy entry access point to a game like this. Who is Freelancers for? Number one, if you are an RPG player who wants to get into board games, boom, Freelancers. Number two, if you're a board gamer who wants to try out RPG, boom, Freelancers.
Boom.
Either way, it's totally going to work. If you enjoy a little humor, a little comedy in your games, this game will have you laughing. It made us laugh pretty much the entire time. It's great, silly fun. So that's how I would explain it.
If you like story and immersion and player character development,
co-op games,
cooperative gameplay, then definitely one to look into.
Now, it might not be for you if you are looking for kind of that super heavy, super serious type of like role-playing
experience,
RPG experience. If you don't like app-based games, obviously this is an app-based game, so that may not be for you.
This one is pretty dripping with story and theme, so it might be something you aren't interested in.
Totally. So it has a little bit for everyone. If you are interested in this game, the pre-order is going to launch on June 15th, which is today. All of the information is going to be linked down below in the description, so feel free to check it out if it sounds like something that you're interested in. I do believe that Plaid Hat will be bringing this with them to Gen Con, so you will most likely be able to see it before you buy it, all of that good stuff. So if you're headed to Gen Con, you will most likely get an opportunity to see it there. But yeah, that's a little bit about Freelancers, and if you are interested, information is all below. If you're interested in buying board games, like many, eventually this one, this one pre-order from the Plaid Hat website for right now, but you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store, and for us, that is
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. Do you like snacks?
I do.
You should definitely try.
Lunch pack.
Absolutely, snacks from all around the world. Freelancers need snacks. Everyone's got to eat.
We did play Freelancers with snacks.
That is true. That is true.
It do be facts.
It do be facts. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
That's a toy. Good girl.
Good girl. Not trying to be squeaking. Once these are gone.
I think you're going to struggle with more than I am.
Bye. I love sugar. I really do. I really do. Here we go.
We're going to put it up there after.
Yeah, you know it. Today's video is...
Right. How do I do this?
Hold on. We got to Google how for Jeff to turn the sound down on his freaking watch. Because he's too popular. How to... Oh, don't you just like...
I thought there was like a ding or something.
Just...
Hold it maybe?
No. Just let me try something. Okay, that didn't work. How to mute Apple Watch.
Oh, wait.
Oops, I spelled mute wrong.
It's gotta be this stuff. Got it.
Did you find it?
Had to be
that. That's it.
It just did it again, though.
Well, you didn't do it. Click on the bell.
Look how crooked it is.
What?
Look how crooked it is. Like, look.
Our floors are slanted. There's only so much we can do. Busy. think I was really good for not looking at the monitor that whole video.
I can't remember. Don't remember what I was doing.
I did a great job.